pee every day at work. She knows what's up. It's awkward. You know, the weird rubbing the back thing in the break room. What is that? That's not sociable. It's fucking creepy, you know? I would just stop it. You got to move vagina back. Because women can see it now. Vagina's right there. It's, you know, it's disrespectful. It's insensitive. Move it back a few. Maybe, 3 to 5 spaces in your brain. Just move it back, you know? Maybe 3. Maybe like, I don't know. Just like, hey, how's it going? Are you okay? Vagina. You know, like maybe 3's good. I don't know. I'm just trying to help out. 3 to 5, I think. Fill the gap with niceness and, and empathy. It's hard for men to empathize for women because we're not women and we have to, listen and, you can do it. You can do it. But don't be overly crazy. Like I've actually found myself occasionally asking for consent in my masturbation fantasies, which I think is too much. Where I'm literally like, are you sure you want to fuck? And she's like, yeah, you're making this up. Yeah, I want to fuck. Just checking. You want to fuck? Yeah, I want to fuck you bad. Okay, I'm just checking. We're on the same page. Weird time now, and I did just see you at Whole Foods for like 30 seconds, so I don't think it's an inappropriate question. Yeah, just fuck me already. So we're fucking, and it's going great. I'm making it up. It's awesome. It's fucking amazing. Totally connected, symbiotic, fucking in it. Just beautiful. And in the middle of it, she just, pushes me off her and says, get off of me. You're freaking me out. And I'm like, what's happening? She's like, I don't feel safe. You're creepy now. Holy shit. What is happening? And then she's getting dressed fast and she's about to tweet something. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Not an unreasonable question. But the deeper question is, why am I still jerking off to that? Like I had complete control over that fantasy, and it got away from me because of my own fear. And I finished by myself, jerking off to me, jerking off, crying that my career would be ruined. So I'm just saying, don't go crazy. Just be nice. That's the message. Look, you guys, I'll share some other tips with you. I was talking about being terrified all the time, and I think a lot of us are, and I don't know. Getting through it is tricky, like I said before, but I also apply some intentional OCD. Like in lieu of spirituality, I think OCD functions pretty well. Like if you have a few things that you do compulsively over and over again, that'll get you through the day. That'll fill the God hole. It's okay. It gets a little dicey that half hour before you fall asleep, but just you know what to do, right? You do whatever. Either way, however you do it, I don't want to be gender specific. That's how you fill that last half hour. Whatever you got to do. It's a gift. It's a gift. But I'll do compulsive shit. If a news day is really bad and I'm freaking out, I will do chores that are unnecessary. Like a couple months ago, I went through my box of wires. I went through my entire box of wires. Everybody who's been buying equipment for the last 20 years, you got a pretty good bag or box of cables, chargers, and whatnot going, right? Like I went through, because like every piece of equipment you buy comes with that one wire where you're like, what the fuck does this one even do? Does this even go to this machine? I don't know. It's all wrapped and it's got a twisty on it. Better save it. Maybe I'll know what it does later. I might need it. Right? I went through that entire box. It took me like an hour and a half. Did not think about the end of the world during that time. And honestly, I did not throw one of those things away. I had the exact same experience with every one of those wires I had when I got it in the first place. Oh yeah, this one. Still don't know what it does, but it's still wrapped. It's got a twisty on it. Maybe the mystery is yet to be revealed. I'm gonna save that one. And now I'm pretty happy that I did, because I don't know what's gonna happen on that last day of the planet Earth when the sky's on fire. Maybe some guy will come running up my driveway in a frenzy, holding a piece of equipment saying, hey man, if I had a charger for this, I could save both of us right now. right now. And I could be like, holy shit, might be our lucky day. Let's go look in the box. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming out. Nice to see you. Okay, all right. I'm happy you came. I really am. I don't know how to. I don't know how to accept the love. I don't know how to accept it, but I'm gonna try. So, I got this weird thing in my head. I'm sort of a mid-level celebrity. That's how I see myself. Mid-level, not complaining, but I know where I'm at. I could be walking down the street, and 3 dudes could be walking towards me, and one of them will be like, holy fuck, Marc Maron. And the other two are like, no, I don't know that guy. I don't know that guy. Now, look, I'm happy the one guy likes me, but what I've learned over time is that I don't really have to stand there while he tries to explain who I am to his friends. That's not a great few minutes for me. Not great. When I'm standing there and he's saying, you don't know anything this guy's done? How is that even fucking possible? I mean, he's been doing it like 35 years, right, Maron? Yeah, about 35. It's been 35. Yeah, like you never listened to his CDs or the podcast or his own show or Glow or the specials or nothing? And the guys are like, no, we don't fucking know this guy. And that's when I'm like, I'm gonna go, I think. I think I'm gonna walk away from this because I didn't work 35 years for this feeling. Not great. And your friends are kind of assholes, am I right? The guy's like, yeah, they are, but they're my bros. But look, man, I don't have to hang out with them. I can hang out with you, Marc Maron. And that's when I'm like, I don't fucking know you. I don't know you or the people you're with. But, we hung out. The three of us spent a little time together. I showed his friends some stuff on my phone and me doing stuff, and I think they're on board. I think I pulled them in. I got a couple of newbies. Did a little missionary work is what I did. I just don't know. I don't know anymore. It's my job to think of funny things, to sit around and think of funny things. And a few weeks ago, I was sitting on my couch, and I realized, I just don't know. And then it went from there to what do I know, actually? And then it went from there to do I really know anything? How much do I really know? And you gotta be careful with this type of rabbit hole within your own brain because it can go quickly to do I even exist? Which is sort of sophomoric. But usually at that moment, I always look at my cat Monkey and I go, well, Monkey's there and he's looking at me, so I'm here. So Monkey's always the philosophy killer. I can always rely on him for that. But if you really think about what you really actually know, it's only a few things, 7 things maybe everybody knows. The rest are just patterns you call a life. But if you actually made a column of things you're pretty sure you know for sure, and then made another column of how you know those things, most of that column is some guy told me. It's not sourced material. It's clickbait and hearsay. That's all. Goes into the head, locks onto a feeling. You're like, that sounds good. I'm going to tell other people that. And that's how brand marketing works, and also fascism, we're finding. So, what is the point? The point is, somebody, I don't know. Look, I take vitamins, all right? I take them. I take them every day. I take vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, and every day they're in my hand. I look at them, they do anything. I know they don't do anything, but other part of me believes that they do. You can actually believe something that you know is bullshit. It's a problem. So now, man, I take them every day because, I'm afraid to die, and I think it's going to give me a leg up. That's why everybody takes them, right? It's gotten to the point where if I don't take them, I've actually driven back to my house to take vitamins I know don't fucking do anything because I believe that might be the day I get whatever it's going to be that I get. Do you understand? All right. I think the deeper point here is you never know when someone's going to dump some shit into your head that's going to ruin your life or at least change it for months or just cause you trouble. And it could be just in passing, somebody just drops shit into your head and you have to deal with it. You could just be having a day and somebody maybe you know or don't know that well goes, you taking turmeric? What? Turmeric, are you taking it? Turmeric? Yeah, you got to take that shit. Turmeric. Yup. The spice? Yeah. You got to take it. Turmeric, the spice. Yeah, man, you got to take that. The spice that you buy once to make an Indian recipe and you never use it again and it stains your wooden spoon, that turmeric? Yeah, you got to take that shit. I do? Yup, for what? Inflammation. Of what? Just general inflammation. What is that? It's the new bad thing that causes all the other bad things. What happened to cholesterol? It turns out that's good for you. What? When did that happen? Turmeric, huh? Who told you about this? My trainer. All right, so the guy who wanted to do something else with his life saw something online, told you, and now you're dumping it into my head. Now I got to worry about whether I'm going to take turmeric or not. And I apologize. I know it's a little condescending to trainers, and some people get a little weird about that. I don't know why. Is that a surprise? Most trainers wasn't their life goal. All right, they had other plans. The team didn't work out. They didn't make the team. They were at the gym a lot anyways. Whatever. Just wasn't the big plan for them. All right, they ended up there. And they can take this criticism. I'm just calling a fact a fact. I'm not going to make fun of yoga instructors because that's different. That's sort of the last stop for them. You know, you want to be nice to them. You don't know how they got there. It's probably a harrowing tale, but you know you're kind of grateful they made it to wherever they are, and you know that you being in their class is as important to them as they are to you. Like, if it doesn't work out for the trainer, I'm sure he's going to figure out something else to do. The yoga instructor, we really don't know where that goes. You know, back to the turmeric guy. As he's walking away, he's like, oh, yeah, if you're going to get the turmeric, make sure you get it with black pepper in it or it won't activate. Now, right there, doesn't that make you go like, that sounds like bullshit to me a little bit? Am I that big of a sucker that you think I would believe that? Where's the science on that? That sounds like a couple of vitamin hustlers sitting over a mound of wholesale turmeric with a bunch of empty gel caps. One guy going, I don't know, man. I don't think we can move this just like this. It's just a spice. I think we got to add something. Yeah, like what, boss? I don't know why it's a 30s movie. I don't know, maybe another spice? Yeah, like what, maybe pepper? Yeah, keep talking. Maybe we say it activates it? Holy shit, that's a fucking $1 million idea right there. Let's load up these gel caps. Maybe Rogan will move them on his podcast. I mean, I know Maron won't do it. He's more of a Stamps.com Squarespace guy. But Rogan's sort of an old school supplement slinger. And I know I'm going to get a little flack for that comment. I know there might be a minor pile-on on Twitter of the monoculture of free thinkers, but I can take it. So I guess after all is said and done, I should just say that like I'm taking turmeric and I feel less inflamed, you know, in a general way, generally less inflamed. I'm going to believe that. I believe that. It's funny what we believe in. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. Sort of all kind of magical thinking because we're all frightened. But there's one thing that is kind of baffling to me. You know, we all take vitamins, yet there's a vocal but small minority of people in this country that refuse to vaccinate their children. They refuse to vaccinate their children because the jury's still out, I think, on the vaccines. Is it, though? Jury's out on vaccines? How many friends do you have with polio? A lot of polio people in the family and iron lungs? Got a lot of people, you know, in the iron lungs. Did you ever get over that whooping cough you had? How's that kid with mumps of yours? Is that kid all right? You fucking moron? And they're always like, the measles isn't a big deal. Yes, it is. It was gone. There were no measles. And they're like, well, everyone knows you can knock out the measles with a high dose of vitamin A. What? No. I mean, if you add a little black pepper, I think maybe you got a shot at knocking out the measles. I don't know what's happening, people. I don't know. But it's pretty clear the world is ending. I don't want to shock anybody. Seems to be happening, though. I thought we'd get out. I thought we'd make it under the wire. I thought I would, I'm 56, but I don't know. I think we might see it. Certainly, it's been ending environmentally for a long time, and we've all kind of known it. We knew it. But I think on a deeper level, the reason we're not more upset about the world ending environmentally is I think, all of us in our hearts really know that we did everything we could. We really... Right? I mean, we really did. I mean, think about it. We brought our own bags to the supermarket. Yeah, that's about it. Like, we brought the bags right when they told us. We brought them, and it just wasn't enough, it turns out. Just not enough to, get us over the top with this. But I don't know, maybe this straw thing, the no straw thing, maybe that'll do it. Maybe that'll keep the polar bears from drowning. Sometimes the answer is right between your mouth and your soda, and you just take that out of the equation and the human species survives. You know what I mean? It's going to be a tough transition for a lot of people, oh, fuck, I guess we got to drink like grown-ups now. It's bullshit, man. No straws. Fuck this. Goddamn liberal genarian men sitting on her sofa in their boxers going, when's this going to happen? Is it going to happen? You can laugh at that. She's my mother. You don't have to respect her. She can take the hit. She likes to be talked about. She does. When she hears that joke, all she'll say is that necessary? But iguanas, man. I did a Google search on South Florida and iguanas. Yeah. Turns out there's a massive iguana problem in South Florida. They're all over the place. They're out of control. They're eating through power lines or showing up in cars and homes. There's literally iguanas fucking everywhere. So yes, the lizard portal is open. All over the world. And on every one of those websites where I looked at the iguana issue, you know what it says? Please do not feed the iguanas. But my mother has taken it upon herself to, I assume she thinks she's feeding the same few iguanas every day out behind her house, like they're her friends. She's just down there going like, look, this is some food from the restaurant we took my son to when he was here. They give you so much food. I hope you enjoy it. Look at your tongue. Look at the tongue. Look at the tongue. Now, and if that isn't written somewhere in the prophetic books, when the aging Jewish witch feeds the dinosaurs off her deck, the return of the Christ is upon us. I believe it's in Revelation, and I just want to say, that's my mommy, and I'm proud of her. Yes, I'm doing what I can, people. I'm a 56-year-old man just trying to stay woke, Yep, I am of the generation that needed waking, for sure. I think I'm about 85% woke, and the other 15 I keep to myself. Which is actually being woke. Is putting that voice in your head that goes, hey, don't say that. Maybe don't say that. Good call. Thanks for getting my back. It's a close one. I mean, look, if you were to ask me if I was a feminist, I would say, of course, but, I have my days. I mean, I'm a guy. I'm a man. I've been a man all my life. Before that, I was a boy. And if you're a man, look, let's be honest. You probably heard yourself or some other dude that you know at some point in time say this. Fuck them. Fuck them all. Fuck women. Now, the question is, does that guy hate women? I don't know. Let's break it down. This is just my experience. Let's break it down. So fuck all of them? All right, you're right. Just the last 3 I dated, right? Fucking bitches. So just 3. You know what? Just Michelle, really. Fucking bitch. Broke my heart, took my shit. Fuck Michelle. So just 1 woman. Yeah, and it was kind of my fault. And I think that's a pretty good working definition of woke. It was kind of my fault. And where you go from there will determine how woke you stay. But that's the beginning of it. You could go either way. It's a rough crossroads. And I think one of the biggest problems men have is that they have a dick. Most men have dicks. If you're a man, you don't have a dick, I hope it was a choice and not an accident. Dicks are a problem, and I think this is sort of the TED Talk portion of my show. I think I'll call it the history of my dick, and it's meant to be helpful. Trying to help men be respectful, empathetic, and care in the proper way with boundaries about women. And well, dicks are, it's a problem. It's an obstacle. Like, do you remember the first time you came? I'm putting this out there to the men. It's a big day. It's a life-changing day. A lot of times it doesn't even involve sexual thoughts. It just sort of happens for some reason, usually like when you're 8 or 9 or 10. Like for me, it involved a bath faucet with running water, and I stuck my dick in it. And I was 9, and I knew something was gonna happen. I wasn't sure what it was, but it felt pretty big. And I could have been bad, it could have been good, but I stuck with it. Turned out to be fucking amazing. And life changer, really a great day. And honestly, I fucked that faucet for 1.5 years. Now, I'm trying to be honest and open. I'll get to the point of this. Then at some point, someone tells you what that feeling is. Maybe you got a kid who has an older brother, or somebody finds a porno magazine, or you find your parents' copy of A Joyous Sex hidden in a mattress, and you can look at fairly realistic renditions of hippies fucking. And once someone informs you that that feeling comes from putting your penis into a vagina, that just fucking changes your entire neural pathway issue. And it's sort of all you think about is putting your penis in a vagina from age 13 to like this morning. This is truth. It's all you fucking think about because it's amazing. Like, I was sort of surprised when I learned about it, because there was part of me that was like, when I was told about the vagina, I was like, really, it's not water? And it honestly seemed much more complicated, which I believe it to this day is true. But once man, it's all, you just want to be in the vagina. And that's the problem, especially for my generation of men, I think, because I really think that a lot of